Hi everyone, happy Monday to you. I hope you're having a great day. I mentioned to you that I'm working through one of Pop's books. It's God's Smuggler. It's the story of Brother Andrew. Andrew was from Holland, and he was called of God to go behind the Iron Curtain during the days of Soviet occupation and dominance in the eastern part of Europe and into Asia. And Brother Andrew, known as God's Smuggler, made his first trip into East Germany. And when he made that first trip into East Germany, he was surprised to find that after he'd left the city of Berlin and traveled into the southern part of the country, they had Bibles, they had Christian literature, they had all those things that he was prepared to bring to them, and they could have wide open evangelistic meetings, no trouble from the authorities. Yet he found that those churches were the most demoralized of any that he had discovered thus far behind the Iron Curtain. He wondered why. And so as he visited them and as he preached with those churches over the course of 12 days, he said he preached the exact same sermon to each church. He went to them and he said that you should become missionaries because a missionary church is an alive church. One well-meaning man pushed back against him and said, "You can go anywhere, Andrew, because of where you're from. But here in East Germany, we cannot go anywhere. We can't even leave our country. How can we be missionaries?" Andrew wisely responded back and said, "Wait, think about what you just said. I have to make a costly trip to go to the places where the Lord has called me. But you're already here. There are 500,000 Russian soldiers in your country right now, and hundreds of unconverted Germans up there, right up there in the hills. Don't complain that you can't go. Instead, thank God for bringing the mission field to you." Thank God for bringing the missionary field to you. That's a great challenge to us. You see, we live in a missionary field. We live in a place where there are many who do not call Jesus their Lord. And so the Lord, as it were, has brought the missionary field to us. It makes me think of what was said in John chapter 4 by our Lord. When he had spent time talking to the woman at the well and had sent his disciples off to find some food in the nearby town. When they returned with the food, they wondered at why he was there talking to the woman. But they didn't ask him any specific questions about it. They simply watched what was going on. She went back home and she told all of her friends, "Come meet the man that told me everything." Well, as she was making her way back with all of her friends, the disciples were there with Jesus, and they were wondering at his odd statement, what seemed odd to him. They offered him food, they encouraged him to eat, and he said, "My food is to do the will of my Father." They thought somebody had brought him food. They thought maybe even that the woman that he had been talking to had given him food. They didn't realize what he was saying and how they were to respond to him. But as he clarifies for them, he says, "Look, the fields are white unto harvest." As the people were making their way towards them, I think they understood what Jesus was trying to tell them. The fields are white unto harvest. The people are right there. All they simply need to do is tell them about Jesus Christ. Well, I hope you're having a great day telling others about Jesus Christ wherever you are. We all have opportunities wherever we find ourselves. So let's do it for the glory of God.